li vani lo haroe bashoshanim todili mizotola min hamidbar mizotola min hamidbar dodili vanilo haroe bashoshanim dodili. Bruchim habaim b'shem Adonai, blessed are you who come here in the name of God. Bruchim habaim b'shem Ahava. Blessed are you, Catherine and Brian, who come here not in the name of God, but in the name of love. Ivdu et Adonai b'simcha bo lefanav birnana. Serve Adonai with joy, come into God's presence with song. O most awesome, glorious, and blessed God, grant your blessings to the bride and to the groom. Surrounded by loved ones whose joy and prayers are with you here, you stand at this chuppah, the symbol of your Jewish home. May your home be a shelter against the storm, a haven of peace, a stronghold of faith and love. In our tradition, we have a blessing. It's called the Shehechianu. It's a blessing which thanks God for giving us life and for sustaining us and for enabling us to reach this day. And so if you know it, feel free to join me. It goes like this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. I couldn't tell if you were singing with me or not. I'm just going to trust you. These are unusual circumstances. Never worn a mask at a wedding before. But how joyous it is to be here regardless. In these moments of difficulty, in these moments of trial, that we're able to be a part of joy, to be a part of connection in these moments in which we're told to stay so far apart from each other, and for good reason. Here we're able to celebrate two coming close. It's a special, special blessing for us, and not just for you. In this union, the sacred work of creation goes on. God joining man and woman, God planting the divine likeness within them. Male and female did God create, the Torah teaches us. Man and woman were created in the divine image. May the union of Brian and Catherine, may it animate the divine in each of them. And may each help the other to grow in God's likeness. Take this.
Sure.
Sure. The blessing of betrothal, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. We praise you, Adonai, our God, creator of the fruit of the vine. So each of you can take a sip. I believe it's a 2022 vintage.
That's a tasty wine.
Let me take this back. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'hitir lanu et hanesuin v'nesuot lanu al yidei chuppah v'kedushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh shamo Yisrael al yidei chuppah v'kedushin. It means we praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and consecrates this marriage. We praise you, Adonai, our God, who sanctifies our people Israel through kiddushin, which is the sacred rite of marriage at the chuppah. Amen. So what I need is the rings. Who's got those? Me, I don't have them. Thought you had them. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. So for those of you who are familiar with we've been to weddings before, you've probably heard the do you take in a Jewish wedding. We have different vows. One that talk about people who are holy to each other. And so what I'd like to ask you is, let's start with you, Brian, if you would take this ring and place it on Catherine's finger. Recite these words which formally unite you in marriage. Harei at.
Harei at.
Mikudeshet li.
Nikudeshet li.
Bitabaat zo.
Bitabaat zo.
Kedat Moshe.
Kedat Moshe.
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
Nice. It means, behold, you are sanctified to me, you're holy to me, with this ring as my wife, according to the laws of Moses and Israel. Now, Catherine, you do the same. Here's one for Brian. And the blessing you say, or the vows you say, rather, Harei atah.
Harei atah.
Mikudash li.
Mikudash li.
Bitabaat zo.
Bitabaat zo.
Kedat Moshe.
Kedat Moshe.
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
Nice. Behold, you are consecrated to me, you are holy to me, with this ring as my husband, according to the laws of Moses and Israel. Nice. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh amo Yisrael, al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. We praise you, Adonai, our God, who hallows our people Israel through this sacred rite at the chuppah. Amen.
Amen.
So, I can't say that I have so much experience in getting married. I've only done it once. But my memory of marriage, or at least a very poignant memory for me, was the gifts. There were gifts like toaster oven. I think we got a VHS player. I did that with intention to kind of give you a little sense of where I am. There were sheets, dishes, bread maker, which we never used. Lots of these things, towels, pillowcases, bedding. Yeah, all this, lots of gifts. We registered. And people got to say which gift they were giving. And it was overwhelming, the number of gifts. But the fact is that I'm even saying this playfully because, there's back on again. I'm saying this playfully because in truth, I know that we got sheets and dishes and a toaster, but they're really not part of my real memory. I couldn't tell you what that we've now long since departed from that toaster oven. I think we've gotten new dishes too. I don't remember what the first ones looked like. Towels are frayed and they've got bleach on. It's really, certainly the sheets are different. I think you get my point. These gifts, while I'm certain that they are so grateful to everyone here for the gifts that you have given them, that in the end, they will come and go. But there are some gifts that won't. There are some gifts that will be here for a long time. Forever even. Look at this beautiful spot. And the weather which cooperated with us. This is a gift to you. You'll always remember the day that you got married and what it was like outside and what it felt like. And the people around you are a gift. I mean, here are people who are dared to come out, dared to come to a wedding during this pandemic. But they're here because they love you. And they're here because they care about you and because what you are doing together matters. It matters to them. And they're happy because they know it matters to you. And so the people around you are a gift. There is no doubt. Your Jewish tradition, which, Catherine, you have committed yourself to over the course of close to a year and then formally just a short while ago, is a gift. The fact is that, I could see in Brian's eyes that he started to tear up when he was standing here and beneath the chuppah and with you, and I understand there's a lot of emotions, but so much of it is tied together with a Jewish tradition which you're embracing and which is a gift. But there is no doubt that the greatest gift of all, and the gift which most certainly is not fleeting like a toaster oven or dishes, is your connection with each other. The fact is that your love for each other, which you have shared with me and which you have expressed to each other on so many occasions, that is the gift which holds everything together. I remember, Brian, you sharing with me about how much you love Catherine's heart and her mind, and about how when she does something and when she loves, it's fully. And I remember you sharing with me about how present she is and how she is a partner with you as you make your way through life. And I remember, Catherine, you sharing with me about how Brian is your home and how he makes you feel safe and that he's funny and that he sees the best in people and that he balances you and accepts you. These are the things which are so much more important than dishes. These are the gifts which are going to last much longer than a toaster. These are the gifts which will make this moment in time concrete and which will stay with you forever. And there's a story that comes from the Talmud. It's about a man who makes a journey through a desert. And he is weary and tired and thirsty and hungry, and he miraculously sees in the distance this tree, and he pulls himself up to the tree, and the tree has fruit on it, and he immediately devours the fruit, and miraculously beneath it there's this stream of water, and he drinks the water, and then he plops himself down against the trunk and he goes to sleep, so that when he wakes up he's rejuvenated and he's able to continue on his journey. And as he's about to leave, he stops, he turns and he faces the tree and he says, "Oh tree, how can I bless you? I can't say may your fruit be sweet because look, you got it. I can't say may you have a stream of water beneath you, you got that too. I can't say may you have strong branches, look, they're all over. So all I can offer you by way of a blessing," this man says, "is that if there should be any offshoots taken from you, that they just be exactly like you." And I think we are here today with the same thought. Brian and Catherine, we can't say, may your fruit be sweet. You're looking at your fruit, or at least I am, all around here. I can't say, may your branches be strong, because you provide each other now with branches that will protect you and each other from life's unpredictable storms. I can't say may you have a stream of flowing water beneath you. I think that that stream has been provided to you from the sense of curiosity, intellect that you both share about our tradition, about all sorts of things. And so all I can say is that may, if you should be so fortunate as to have children, that they grow up to be exactly like the two of you. Amen. So in a Jewish tradition, we have something called the Sheva Brachot, the 7 blessings. These are 7 blessings that we have the opportunity to bless this couple with. And we have people who will be assisting us with these blessings. And they can perhaps come forward, if you don't mind, all of you. So everyone who is doing something can come forward. Good. I think we're still missing, no, there you are. So there are 7 blessings. Now what I'd like to ask is, we'll have, one will be reading the Hebrew and then the second the English. And after each Hebrew blessing, and I'll prompt you, because this is really an opportunity for all of us to bless this couple, I'd like to invite everyone to say Amen after each blessing, and I'll prompt you. So, blessing number 1. Amen.
We praise you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol bara livlado.
Amen.
We praise you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, whose glory is revealed in all creation.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam.
Amen.
We praise you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of humanity.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar es ha'adam b'tzalmo b'tzelem demus tavniso v'hiskin lo mimenu binyan adayad Baruch atah Adonai yotzer adam.
Amen.
We praise you, Adonai our
Made
God,
that
sovereign
up.
of the universe. You formed us in your image and implanted in us the blessings of life's ongoing renewal. Blessed are you, Adonai, creator of humanity.
Sos tasis v'sagel hakara b'kibutz baneha l'socha b'simcha.
Oh, I get this now.
Baruch atah Adonai misameach Zion b'zvaneha.
I recognize that one.
Let Zion rejoice at her children's happy return. Blessed are you, Adonai. You allow those who have sown in tears to reap in joy.
Sameach tasamach reim ha'ahuvim kesamechacha yetzirecha b'gan eden mikedem Baruch atah Adonai misameach chasan b'chala.
Amen.
May these loving companions rejoice together with the joy you have set aside for them since the days of creation. Blessed are you, Adonai, who grants joy to this couple.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sasam b'simcha chasam b'chala asher bara sasam b'simcha chasam b'chala Gila rina ditza v'chedva ahava v'chava v'shalom v'reut Meher Adonai Eloheinu shema v'yarei Yehuda u'v'chutzot Yerushalayim Kol sason v'kol simcha Kol chasan v'kol kala Kol mitzalos chasanim mechupasam u'narim Mimishten niginasam Baruch atah Adonai Mesamech Hasan Im HaKala.
Amen. Beautiful. Take a sip.
Yeah.
We praise you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of joy and gladness, love and companionship, laughter and song, pleasure and delight, harmony and celebration, peace and friendship. O God, may there forever be heard. May there forever be heard in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem the voices of joy and gladness, the voices of loving companions joined together in marriage, the voices of celebration and song. Blessed are you, Adonai, who causes this loving couple to rejoice together as one.
Amen.
Amen.
That, do you have that recorded? I'd like to use that in the future. That was amazing.
Awesome job.
As you have shared wine from a single cup, so may you, under God's guidance, share contentment, peace, and fulfillment from the cup of life. May you find life's joys heightened, its bitterness sweetened, and each of its moments hallowed by true companionship and love. Now, what I want to show you briefly, and perhaps you'll have an opportunity, it will be in a plastic later, but this is the ketubah, the Jewish marriage license. It was signed earlier, and let me just read for you a line or two from it. B'echad b'Shabbat 24 yom lechodesh Elul shanat 5700 u'shmonim hachatan Ben Zion ben Herschel v'Liba v'Hakala Zachia bat Avraham v'Sara התנקצו בפני משפחה והרבים כדי לבוא בברית נישואין קדושה. On the first day of the week, the 24th day of Elul, in the year 5780, corresponding to the 13th day of September in the year 2020, Brian, son of Howard and Lori, and Catherine, daughter of Dale and Linda, unite together before family and friends to become partners in marriage as husband and wife. The rest is available for you to see later. Now I've got good news for the two of you. I know.
Go on.
We have a special guest here now. In the presence of the witnesses that signed your ketubah, and all these witnesses who are here with us right now, and in keeping with our tradition, you have spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives. Brian and Catherine, you are indeed husband and wife in the sight of God, the Jewish community, and all people. However, wait just a moment, because there are two traditions that I want to share with you. The first one, I'll describe the second one first. The last thing that we'll do, or you'll do, is step on this glass and break this glass. I know. Don't turn an ankle. It would ruin your reception afterwards. Why do we step on this glass? Because in the Talmud it talks about Rav Ashi, who was at a wedding. Everyone was having a good time. He took a precious vase. He threw it against the wall. The wedding, all the celebration stopped. And they looked at him and like, why did you do that? And Rav Ashi said, it's because for a moment it seemed as if you had forgotten about the destruction of the temple. Now, I'm certain that you are not going to be meditating on the ramifications of the destruction of the Second Temple here tonight. But it is a symbol for us that just as Rav Ashi was admonishing those who were there to remember the fact that it's not all joy, that we too recognize that it's not all joy. There are loved ones who are not here with us. Many, of course. Some who couldn't make it here literally just because of the conditions that we're in right now, but I'm thinking specifically of two who have passed away but who are here with us in spirit. I think about Daniel Dembro and Leonard Berman, two that influenced you very much and who are here with us in spirit. Now, before we place this on the ground though, one more thing. You're wearing a talit. Typically, you wear a talit. Don't worry, it's fine. Typically, you wear a talit. One person wears a talit, just like you're doing. On your wedding day, it's a little different. On your wedding day, actually, 2 people, 1 talit. And there's a Sephardic custom which says that parents hold the edges of the talit. And so I'd like to invite your parents to come forward as I just take this away from you. Now keep it on, but just like that. Perfect. And if you guys would just hold this, and if you would hold this. The blessing that we bestow upon you, Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, which means, may God bless you and may God keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May the light of God's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May a sense of God's presence always surround you and bless you both and your marriage, of course, with peace. Amen.
Amen.
Now, the glass. Don't mess this up. Right? And when he steps on this, I know the build up, right? And when he steps on this, everyone, when you hear it break, everyone shouts, Mazel Tov. Okay, here we go.
He's going to put something solid.
Oh, cheating. Mazel Tov! Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Yehelanu, 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 Ulechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulechol Yisrael. Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Yehelanu. I believe we got a fiddle.
All right. Baby.
Steel.